All right, welcome everyone to episode 93 of the Let's Discuss Gaming podcast. I'm your host Triple J. Joining me is my co-host Dr. Games 101,
What's going on, guys? Hello, hello.
and we're going to be going over the latest stories in gaming or that happened over the last 2 weeks. Are you ready to start with the first story?
Oh yeah, thanks. I've been here for the last several days, definitely.
Okay, okay. Let's start then. First story coming up: a new Barbie game is coming this year. Barbie's next adventure heading to a screen near you in 2024. Mattel has announced a partnership with Lolic, a subsidiary of Zynga, for the purpose of producing a new Barbie mobile game slated to release sometime in 2024. The game's title and precise launch date have not been announced, but Mattel says its ongoing efforts to expand its portfolio of licensed video games is part of a strategic initiative to bolster its digital games business. Partnering with Rollic and Zynga enables us to bring a fresh and exciting mass-market Barbie mobile game to fans worldwide, said Mattel Global Head of Digital Gaming, Mike Deliet. This collaboration underscores Mattel's dedication to leveraging our iconic brands in innovative ways and propels our digital games division ability to deliver best-in-class immersive entertainment experience for fans of all ages. So far, Mattel hasn't released any details on the actual contents of the game, so it's unclear what exactly Barbie will be getting up to in the upcoming mobile release. Mattel's most recent Barbie-based mobile offering, Barbie Dreamhouse Adventure, was developed by Bud Studios and is currently sitting at a 4.4 star rating on the App Store. The game is available on both mobile devices and Nintendo Switch, so it's possible that Mattel's upcoming Zynga made Barbie title will also be available on Switch. Barbie is beloved by generations of players around the world, and we are delighted to partner with Mattel to bring the latest iteration of this icon to mobile gaming, Rolex CEO Barak Vodal said of the project. Our team's ability to translate cultural moments into lasting gameplay allows us to provide players with another place to engage with their favorite IP, and we are excited to step into the world of Barbie with this brand new title. Interest in Barbie IP has skyrocketed since the 2023 release of Greta Gerwig's Barbie film, which starred Margot Robbie as the fantastic plastic doll. So, what do you think of another Barbie game? Because when I hear the words Barbie and game, I got to be honest, I think, oh god, it's going to be a disaster.
Or at least the least popular, one of the least popular games of all time, as always.
They've made so many. I've even reviewed one or two, and they were pretty bad. So I'm kind of surprised that they're even making games of Barbie. And obviously, I knew this was all because of the movie that released last year.
Hmm.
But it's kind of like, why? I mean, I forget. I think no, because I reviewed. I think the game I reviewed was Barbie Adventure. They tried to turn Barbie into Tomb Raider, Lara Croft from Tomb Raider, um, and it was pretty bad. Not as bad as something like Tomb Raider 3.
Oh yeah, that's very
But
challenging.
yeah, it wasn't that challenging. But like in a snowy climate with Barbie, then she's like going up the side of a mountain in Barbie Adventure. So it's like, yeah, it's I failed to recall even one game featuring Barbie that's succeeded.
Yeah, for all these decades so far, last 30 years at least, and they have
There
like
was
this.
Barbie. There was a Barbie game on Nintendo, on the 8-bit Nintendo.
Hmm.
So we're going that far back. We're going like 40 years back.
Yeah.
And I can't think of one game. That's still warm. I can't think of one game that's been tolerable.
Yeah, they appeal towards a small audience of people. It's usually the kids, the female kids. So
Yeah,
the female kids will eat it up anyway. It may not be the best game or an average to game to play as a typical gamer, but for those 3, 4, 5, 10-year old female kids, they'll play with no problem.
yeah. So again, if as more information comes out on what this new Barbie title will be, um, we'll we'll discuss it here. There's no release date for it yet, so basically, We know Zynga and that studio Wallach is working on it, but that's all we know so far.
And what's interesting about Barbie? It's been around since 1950s, and since then it's been going. It's been into the mainstream sense and very successful in the dolls and all. But when it comes down to certain not toys per se, but the toys were successful no matter what. But the movie,
Yeah,
like the games and all, over the last 40 years, you say, I thought it was 30 years. Well, you're right, it was 40 years now. Yeah, it's like it's a very small niche audience for those type of people, and that's usually for kids or like female and all.
yeah. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying I'm not saying anything about girls in gaming, but I am saying girls are the only ones who's going to want to play a Barbie game unless you got some kind of tendencies that or B, none. Like I said, name one game that's been good.
Oh yeah. Excuse me.
Anything else to add, or ready to move on?
We can move on from now on.
All right. Next, the next Terminator game challenges you to survive after Judgment Day.